So thank you for leading us in.
Oh, sure. See how it goes. They give you a song sheet, by the way, when you walk in?
Yes. All right.
Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that would be awful. Oh, okay. Well, you know, at least they warn you. Yeah, really. Yeah, exactly. That place is really close to us.
I used to want to put notices inside the room.
Do you mind? Do you know what an Amazon big back, I can stand there, where the items where they do come. Anyway, it's so close, it'll be, yeah, you take, no, it's in, it's considered Nambo, but you take Chinden to Star Road, you turn left on Star Road and take it to, Franklin, and it's right there. It's really close, and it's a nice facility.
Hi, how are you?
You heard me talking about the storm.
It's
I know.
Ellen's Florida.
Ellen's, yes. Yes, Ellen S's plural.
How you doing?
That's awesome.
It worked a long way.
Yeah. Oh, no. Can I do that?
Hi, good. Do you come on Sunday when you can call?
Not anywhere else.
Let me know when it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, so you'll be back on Tuesday, I'll give you a call then.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just up making sure you have everything updated.
Yeah.
Perfect, I'll give you a call on Tuesday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it Elizabeth?
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
How are you, Sandy?
This is my
Grandma.
Yeah.
Are you going by Nana, like Judy does? She's Nana.
I don't have any, I think I'm just gonna be grandma. My kids always called their grandparents grandma and grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
I never did any of that.
The only difference they did was, well, mine was, we called him Papa. Other than that.
Special moment.
11, we made it.
Yes. Are you doing services tonight?
I am. I'm leaving, yes. So I'm working. Yeah. You can text me.
Real good.
What's your name? Sam. Hi, Sam. I'm Sandy. Yeah. This one, Sam,
More.
a little bit more, but like, give it a shot. I hope you're actually. That was hard to see, publishing nonfiction, you're like, oh. I hope if I make a mistake, and I hope if I did make a mistake, it's not that fast a mistake.
And people will be gracious about it. It's very good. Yes.
One that always was going on. How are you? I don't understand. Yeah, if you have any, I'll chop it all off.
Ebb and flow is. Seats.
I'm good. I'm a working girl. You're a working girl.
You're happy about that.
I am, yeah. Well,
You've always been a working girl. It's just before your work.
sometimes I work.
Room for one
Sometimes
more.
I work. And, I went
I
home.
wondered where you went, you handed the book to me and I turned it on, you were gone.
Well, not really disturbing, but I had to do something. I had to give Debbie some information.
Yeah.
She's our transaction coordinator. And I couldn't do it.
And
Get on there.
Yeah.
And so I'm going with my, email.
Last week she
And
came.
she said, well, you're gonna have
She's
to call.
usually here, I know, she's waiting outside.
Call Super and see,
Oh, okay.
And I did, and they said, well, that should have started email.
It was only supposed to be 20 minutes and then we get out of her house to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, my.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
then he got one, and then they got it.
Other thing.
job.
And then we said, sure,
Yeah,
yeah. They were like, they don't need to know what you're doing.
I don't think she'll.
No, I really had to get a lot of.
You're already I'm already here.
Guys like me, when I had my master's license, we didn't have to work weekends.
Seriously.
I'm just being master summer. I didn't have to work weekends.
Yeah, well, they were supposed
Unless I
to-
go behind somebody.
During the day, they jump to like 20 minutes. We're still there at 7:30.
Yeah, that's,
8 o'clock.
they got she got apprentices. If it's after 3, it's usually the guys that are
They
still
needed
in.
my information to assign and
And Jim went down that last job by 3 o'clock. That way, then you're like, decent hour.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would make people mad the other direction, though, and I still carry it. I spent 30 years turning a 2-hour job into a 30-minute job. That's what you're actually paying for, not what you're trying. Yeah, because if you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
it's like you said, you know, like she said, it can be a 20-minute job. Somebody else takes 2 or 3 hours. Because you know A, B, C, D,
Yeah.
what can't go wrong, which can be done. You can see it somewhere. But that comes with time. And time does come.
Penny of it.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I didn't like.
period, I don't wanna be in there doing that stuff.
Yeah, I got a degree, but I didn't like it, so I went back with what I said on my off time, which was found it more satisfying.
Yeah, I know, they're really annoying.
My absolute
Yeah.
some poets say, some of the happiest people in the world go home smelling. You get more satisfaction out of fixing things.
It's true.
But you get smelling.
Because
Yeah. Take a shower. Is it something else?
But there's, there's gotta be people that do push me. But it's so easy. I'm bored. Funny, you don't get bored.
So they do.
It's never the same fight, never the same. But can be the same house. You become their fun. They don't know your stuff. When you're talking, where you went.
Listen to Audible. You can't
Who is your
get to something else if you wanna get.
That's when you listen to something like she.
I don't know why I'm thinking.
On the weekends, it comes.
Separates when they eat after stuff. was, I don't know, I mean, I don't want to breathe.
That happens here?
Yeah, and it doesn't, I mean, it's all, you're done, but I didn't say.
Are you gonna do it?
Maybe in the.
How are you?
I'm not doing it.
Rob.
So, are you guys here for the summer, or are you?
Yeah, we're here.
Are you going back and forth, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, that's
I drove down the street. Actually, that road, there's so many accidents.
At work it was. Sure.
It's been, I
More than you?
And then I had a lady with the same last name.
I do
related,
it
and
really
we
odd
worked
times,
together.
but it works for you.
She was young enough to be my daughter, 7th grade teacher. They came from a different
It's
place.
good though, I'm telling you, there's no problem.
Yeah.
And.
That happened, I said,
Wildlife, that wildlife.
you live in a city,
Figure
well,
out that
Yeah.
technically 1.5 million, but if you count all the suburbs, a little over 3 million.
it's a lot better.
That would make some people with their single last
Oh,
name.
yeah, but they're really awful.
Or that's just.
So everybody in your family is okay? That's correct,
That's-
that's one of the small groups, really.
Hi, Julia. Hi.
One cousin 55 times removed.
You were encouraged.
Hello.
Oh, yes. You did?
About a month ago.
Yeah.
I watched it today, so,
Actually,
but I didn't look.
I am Sandy.
And well, you didn't have to worry about it, money in the 2 more days, it's still be
She's
good.
a term or something.
I don't know, I don't know what really.
So look cute and be cool.
One of the clothes in the lane, so talk
Well, I did, so that it would be.
And I'm sure it's cute soccer.
Where do they stay?
Oh, yeah, if you're gonna be heavy. Oh, you can't see for you. Yeah, you sit on
When
the
I get my hair cut
Wednesday.
Yes,
It's gonna take some just.
not cut, but trimmed.
Not gonna go G.I. Jane.
I
thought it's-
Yeah, I try to see if you get it done first.
You are.
You like me, Jim, I know where we're at.
Yeah, yeah.
Until you go outside.
That's really nice.
You know, I think these lighter ones don't have, there's something in it, something
They're
different.
different,
They
yeah.
don't have as much consideration or something,
Right.
so they make the bananas
The
the
red
kids
ones,
use.
the red ones don't have hardly any.
No, the red one doesn't, but this is actually, this is the same as the darker one, but they leave out a lot of.
Yeah, because I think I picked one up once,
Right, it's not quite anymore.
not what I want.
It's spare
You can't go there.
No kidding, because he's got the.
Our friends, the ones that,
Oh,
are
yeah.
not at transit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, I wonder if we got the letter cell, if they got the people. Thank you for getting by the phone. You have to call somebody.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Good evening, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Congregation of Havik Beth Israel Friday night service. Just a quick reminder to please turn off your technological devices. As Rabbi Appel said, if it has a battery and will make noise, please turn it off so that won't disturb you during our service. We'll open with We Are Going, which is on the pink sheet that we passed down at the door. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up everything. I know it may take a long time, I know it's gonna be alright, 'cause we've already started to sing. All the verses have the same tune. Ine mato umanayim shebetovim gam yahat. Ine mato umanayim shebetovim gam yahat. Ozi besimranya vayini Yeshua. Ozi besimranya vayini Yeshua. We are going to a place where music falls and fills up everything. And though it may take a long time, I know it's gonna be alright, 'cause we've already started to sing. 'Cause we've already started to sing. Please join me in the top of page 125. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abides. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat abides. Turning to page 133. It's Mizmor Shir, and it continues on to the next page. And this is Psalm 98. There's a triangle. Mizmor Shiru L'Adonai, Shir Chadash ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yemino, Page 138, the Nakado D. This is Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, and we'll start with the first verse and sing every other verse. On the final verse, we rise and face the back door to greet the Shabbat bride. So page 138. We turn to page 263. 263.
263.
I can find it. Yikada vikada shame rabba. Velmadi vavute velmlik mapute. Bekaye kanuyo meka. Ukaye tekobit Yisrael. Ba'agala, ba'agala. U'izman karim. Limru karim. Yesh merah mara. Le'alam le'omaya. Yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach. V'pa'ar v'orman v'naseh. V'tadar v'talev v'talal shmei kusha. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shir hata. Tush v'chata v'mekemata. Damim yiram v'yamah. V'yibaru amen. Page 264. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalalai, 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 Page 265. Middle of the page. Please join me. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed like marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding work. Page 266. So I had cataract surgery this week, and my glasses sort of work and sort of don't. I'm gonna try it this way. First. Page 267, the Shema. Stand if you like and are able. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai page 268. Ve'ahavta in Hebrew. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'kol levavecha u'b'kol nafshecha u'b'kol me'odecha ve'hayu ha'dvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzvahcha hayom alavecha ve'shinatam levanecha ve'dibartam v'shivtecha ve'techa v'letecha v'aderet u'shoklecha u'umecha u'shartam le'om al yadecha ve'hayu l'totafot b'einecha u'taftam amezuzot b'techa u'isharecha Lemon tisperu vasitem echai v'yetem kadoshim Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzii etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liyot lachem elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem. We turn to page 270. The song at the sea. Our homage is to God on high, who is ever praised. Moses, Miriam, and the people Israel joyfully sang this song of praise to you. At the edge of the sea, the rescued, together as one, thanked you and acclaimed your sovereignty, saying, Adonai will live forever and ever. I think we're on page, yes, 271, Hashkabania, asking God to keep us sheltered and safe. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding on page 272. The Shamru. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Please join me in the middle, at the bottom of 272. Those who keep Shabbat by calling it a delight will rejoice in your realm. The people of the house of Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the 7th day, you hallowed it as the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation. Next page. Yes, please stand. Thank you for remembering. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give us a break. I'm sorry.
Umakayim emunatol
Shemei afar, Mikamo kabal gevurot, Umido melech, melech emit u'chaye, u'masmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah l'chayot. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hamet. Please join me on page 278 in the middle. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. We'll pause now for a few moments of silence, each of us in his or her own heart's prayers and meditations through page 285. When you are finished, you may be seated. In the middle of page 285. We offer thanks now for all the gifts and blessings that we enjoy. For our celebrations and simchas, I'd like to invite anyone in the congregation who is celebrating, who has something to celebrate they are especially grateful for, to share their joy and thanksgiving with our community.
Okay, it's stupid. Today, I went to help my landlord as we got the house ready for market. And I saw him all by himself. And I was dressed up in this nice blue and white dress. And I said, what can I do to help? And he said, well, could you paint this area? And I've never painted anything without getting paint on it. And I was just thinking that this is a disaster. And I did not get a drop of paint on it.
My leg.
That's wonderful, Betty.
That deserves a long talk.
I mean, I know it's sort of stupid, but there's little things in life.
I think so. Other contributions for wonderful things that might have happened this week?
Well, the other thing is my family will be all together next weekend, but it'll be a sad occasion, but we're gonna make it good.
Well, I'm glad you'll be together and I hope you have a nice visit. Others? Well, for these things, Eternal One, we say Moti Manat Lot. And for all the wonderful things that I know are happening in your lives, we give thanks to you, source of all, and may we go from strength to strength, and may we always offer our abundant thanks for the many blessings along the way, and let us say, Amen.
Amen.
We think now of those who are ailing or in need of care at this time. We ask for names of congregants and friends in need of healing.
Richard Cordes, Christina Cortatadas, and Jeffrey Collard.
My daughter Elizabeth.
Maria Mars.
Shay, Mark Goldberg, Mary Wachtel, and John Poston.
To these I add my sister and brother-in-law, Sunny and Ina Sedelnikov. The prayer for healing, Misha Barak, is at 371. In the middle of the page. 371. A few words about our Torah portion for the coming week. Yeah, that's better. Tomorrow we read from portion Shlach Lecha, found in Numbers 13:1. The word Shlach means send, and Shlach Lecha means send to you. As our story opens, the Israelites are wandering in the wilderness. God tells Moses to send out one chieftain from each of the 12 tribes of Israel to scout the land of Canaan. And for our reference, Canaan in these ancient times encompassed parts of present-day Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Israel. Canaan is often seen as the land promised to the Israelites by God. Moses obediently sends one scout out from each ancestral tribe. Caleb and Hosea, who in this Torah portion is renamed Joshua, are among these scouts. Moses asks the scouts to survey the land, note the strength and numbers of its occupants, assess how rich the soil is, and see whether the cities are open or fortified and if the terrain is treeless or wooded. The scouts move out to scout the land. At Eshcol, they cut down a branch with a single cluster of grapes so large that it takes 2 of them to carry it. They gather beautiful pomegranates and figs, and after 40 days they return and report to Moses, Aaron, and the entire Israelite community. That's where the disagreement arises. 10 of the 12 spies start by saying that the land does indeed flow with milk and honey, but they go on to say the inhabitants of Canaan are powerful and the cities are fortified and large. They cry out, "We cannot go against these people. They are giants and we are but grasshoppers." Caleb hushes the people, urging them to go up and take the land. But the other scouts spread tales about the land, calling it one that devours its settlers. The whole community of Israelites breaks into crying, railing against Moses and Aaron and shouting, "We would rather have died in Egypt than to have come here to this land to be fallen by a sword. Our wives and children will be carried off. Let us go back to Egypt." Joshua and Caleb plead with the Israelites not to rebel against God, saying, "These people of the land are not to be feared, for they are our prey. Their protection has parted from them, for God is with us. We need not fear them." The community threatens to pelt Caleb and Joshua's stones, but God's presence appears in the tabernacle. God complains to Moses, "How long will this people spurn me?" God threatens to strike them with pestilence. Moses urges God not to harm the Israelites, and in response, God does pardon them, but God also swears that all of the men 20 years old and up, except Caleb and Joshua, will die in the wilderness. God says that the Israelites' children will enter the promised land after roaming the wilderness, suffering for the faithlessness of the present generation for 40 years, corresponding to the number of days that the spies scouted the land. In the end, God causes the scouts who gave negative reports to die suddenly of a plague. Only Joshua and Caleb survived to enter Israel. As I read this familiar story, I couldn't help but think, it's not so surprising that the spies return with differing accounts of what they have seen. Isn't it predictable that their stories will be inconsistent on certain key points? How often do several people who watch the same event, observe the same picture, hear the same dialogue, agree 40 minutes later, let alone 40 days later, about what happened? The answer is just about never. According to our tradition, the sin of the 10 naysayer spies is that they fail to trust God's vision, that they lack faith. But can we blame them? They start out positive. It's a wonderful landscape, milk and honey, beautiful fruit, yada yada. And then they turn to their negative rundown. Hugely fierce natives there, massive fortification, land that devours settlers. The 10 pessimistic spies have not been invited to finesse their narrative. They are not to speak in nuance, no gray area. Moses himself tells them to divide the world into either-or categories and ignore the subtleties and gradations of our daily experience. Is the land good or bad? Moses wants to know. Are the people strong or weak? Are the inhabitants few or many? Are the towns open or walled? Is the soil rich or poor? One or the other, wonderful or terrible, nothing in between. Moses' own instructions limit the scouts in their perspective. They will all observe the same things. He wants them to give matching narratives of what they find. Is that a fair mission? Is it destined for failure from the start? The 10 negative reports are characterized as outlandish. But are they? The 10 scouts who give such dour reports are guilty of having a narrow perspective. It's true. Our tradition says that the scouts who give a bad review, who express anxiety, and who say that the Israelites should not go in and try to take the land of Canaan deserve to be punished. That they speak from fear, that they lie, exaggerate, fail to believe in God and in themselves. Indeed, they are severely punished for this. They will be denied their dream of living in the promised land, and in the end they will die. All 10 scouts who caused the Israelites to cower and mutter and complain. All are struck down from a sudden plague. In thinking about what happens, I have to allow that perhaps the 10 spies do see something different from what Caleb and Joshua see. Perhaps their actual observances are quite different. Maybe the 10 spies' unique past experiences dictate their interpretation of what they saw. Maybe their dread of the fight, the confrontation, the difficulty of making their own decisions instead of doing what others tell them to do, as they had when they were slaves not that long ago. Maybe this stifles their reasoning and squelches their ability to evaluate the land fairly. The 10 negative reports come from people who have spent their entire lives as slaves. Never before have they enjoyed a prerogative to make their own decisions, evaluate pros and cons, consent to or refuse any order or request. They're limited by their own lack of imagination. The 12 scouts all see the same country, landscape, people, cities, and sights. Can we imagine that perhaps each was reporting his own reality? Our own personal experiences, emotions, expectations, and abilities affect how we witness things. Perhaps each of the 12 spies reports honestly, and it is Moses who limits their telling to good, bad, big, small, fortress, open. Still, where these 10 see potential failure and defeat, Joshua and Caleb find probable, if not certain, success and opportunity. Joshua and Caleb have the courage to leap into the unknown and envision a new reality. They trust in the people's ability to overcome their challenges with God's help. In my 30 years as a lawyer, I was often amazed at the different accounts I heard from witnesses who saw the same event, participated in the same conversation, attended the same negotiation. Though they saw or heard exactly the same thing, it was not unusual for them to give wildly different details of what happened, for their evaluation of the people involved to be irreconcilable, for their estimates of time and sequence of events to be far afield of each other, and for them to retell oppositely a single conversation. Each witness was well-intentioned, but their reports were affected by how they felt when it happened, how much adrenaline was running through their veins, what they were expecting, where they were standing, and how they reacted to others in the room. I recently had cataract surgery. While I'm now looking through the same eyes, it's amazing to me how different familiar objects and landscapes look without the hazy distortion of my natural lens, which had aged and worn to create a warp, a discoloration. In my vision. Does this affect how I describe what I see? Absolutely. Does it cause me to challenge my own accuracy both before and after surgery? You bet. As any of us who are parents know, children often disagree with all sincerity about what happened to cause a ruckus. Who said and did what? Who started the problem? They feel outraged that their sibling or friend is lying about what is to them clear-cut and absolute. We all know the challenge and frustration of competing stories. Your children are telling you what happened, but they report completely divergent events. Maybe all of this is a distinction without a difference, since God smites the naysayer spies for their lack of faith. But perhaps one valuable takeaway from the story of Shlach Lecha is that there can be several aspects of a single truth. My perspective from over here might differ unexpectedly from your view from where you are standing. Yet maybe both of us are telling the truth. And perhaps acknowledging this idea will help us to be open to someone else's reality, opinion, thoughts, and suggestions. In the words of Rabbi Nancy Weiner, we have a great deal to learn about ourselves and others by paying attention to how we tell our stories and listening for the interpretations that inspire and sustain the telling. If we learn to do this well, to appreciate the subjective nature of our human experience, we will be able to offer each other compassion rather than judgment, understanding rather than confrontation, and acceptance rather than hatred. Return to Aleinu, page 586. It's the one on the lower part of the page. Thank you. Aleinu l'shabbat l'adam l'hakol, l'ateket l'alter bereshit, shelo asan kedoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishkapot ha'adama, shelo sam kelkeinu kahem, velo aleinu k'kol ha'monam, v'anachnu korim, u'nishatamim u'modim, l'nekeh malkei ha'malkim, ha'kadosh baruch hu. Page 591 in the middle. V'nemar ha'ayel Adonai, lemelech al kol ha'aretz, v'yom ha'hu, yireh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. Page 598. At this time, we think of all those who have gone before us, those whom we remember and miss dearly, those whose love we still feel and hold close to us in the still silent places of our hearts. Tonight we recall Jack Kaufman and Karen Kalke, both longtime members of this congregation who died in recent weeks. We also recall Pam Heumann, Lee Edge, Perry Packer, Audrey Roberts Kling, Paul Frank, Karen Schneider, Max Garcia, Donna Dwiggins, Beverly Conley, and Adrienne Elkin, who have died in recent months. Are there others whose names you wish to mention?
Tony Seymour. My daughter Sonia.
Uncle Edward Lester.
And now I invite the mourners and all whose custom it is to do so to rise for Kaddish, page 598. Yitkadal, Yitkadal, Shemei Rabah, Ve'amad Yirad Kurte, Yamlik Malchute, V'kayet Kol Niviyom Ekom, V'kayet Dekol Beit Yisrael, V'agalam Bizman Karik V'yamru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabah Levarach, Ve'olam Olmei Amaya. Yitzbarak, Yishtabach, V'pa'ar, V'aman, V'naseh. Yitadar, Yitaleh, Yitalah, Shmei Kudushav V'kurihu, Le'elan Yinkom Birchata V'shirta, Tush B'chata V'nechamata, Da'amiran Ve'amar Yimru Ayin. Yehei Shema Rav V'Shmaya, V'chayim Aleinu Ve'akol Yisrael, Yimru Amen. Oseh Shalom Yimru, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu ve'al Yisrael, Yimru. Amen. So, thank you all for being here. Thanks to Eddie, who set us up and gets us online.
And thank you to Sandy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the service was beautiful.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Shabbat morning service. And immediately after this service, we'll have Kiddush across the way. We're looking forward to having Rabbi Hershensen's arrival. Her first services are Friday, July 4, Saturday, July 5. Other than that, please,
Yeah, the dinner.
there's a dinner that night.
Yeah, it's 5
4th of
o'clock.
July.
And please look at your emails. Becky, do you know of other things?
No, I don't.
So please, when the email comes across your computer, please click on it and you can see a lot more that's happening around Cali, including dates and times. So Adon Olam at page 625. Adon Olam l'sher ha'malach v'ter kol yisir nivra la'ed nasa v'tesa kol azai melech shmo nivra azai melech shmo nivra ve'acharei tiklot ha'kol levato yimlok Torah ve'hu ha'ayam ve'hu ho'oleh ve'hu yiyeh b'tifara ve'hu yiyeh b'tifara ve'hu echad b'nei sheni l'ham shilo l'ha'avira ve'li reshit ve'li ta'avit ve'lo ha'oz v'ha'mitra ve'lo ha'oz v'ha'mitra ve'hu eli v'cha'egoli ve'tzur cheli ve'edit tzara ve'hu nisi u'mana hosi ve'nat hosi v'yom ekra ve'nat hosi v'yom ekra ve'gato akini ruki ve'ed hisham ve'avira ve'iruki geviyati Adonai li ve'lo Adonai li ve'lo Shabbat shalom. And a quick thank you to Shmuel, who has agreed to lead Kiddush, which I appreciate very much. See you over there. Yeah. I don't really think I'm gonna need it, because I can always use things.
Be careful here, you take, you know, just wait for me.
Yeah.